Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today we will be making a crumble and we will be using apples and pears for this crumble. So first things first, we need to make the mixture that goes on top of the fruits for the crumble, and for that we will be needing flour, butter and sugar. So while we are making our crumble mixture, we want to use our fingertips as much as possible because we're trying to keep the butter as cold as we possibly can. If you've ever made a short crust pastry, then you know that you're always advised to use your fingertips so that you're not transferring too much heat into your mixture. We want our mixture to be crumbly and not doughy, and the best way to do that is to use our fingertips and not our palms. So this is why you will see me rubbing the butter into the flour and not using my palms. So we will keep rubbing that in until we get a texture of fine breadcrumbs. And then to hold everything together a bit, we will add some milk, just a bit to get the mixture together. And then rub that in as well. Ended up adding some vanilla essence. So once that's done, you can set that aside. And the best thing to do is to put it in the fridge until you're ready to bake. And there you have it. Now the next thing we want to do is to prepare our apples and pears. Now I like to take off the peels because I find them quite unpleasant in the crumble. Now apart from using only apples or using only pears, I've also tried making crumbles with pineapple, and it turned out quite well. It was a bit more watery because pineapples do contain quite a bit of water, but it wasn't that bad that I couldn't eat it. It was actually quite tasty. I am actually looking forward to using some other kind of fruit, maybe some mango or some guava, or I don't know, any fruit that's quite firm and will not turn into total baby food. I think will be worth trying. The pears that I have as well are not super ripe or super soft, and so even when they get cooked, they don't become too soft. So I'm just making sure that I'm getting off all the peels from the pears and the apples. So I cut them into half and then into quarters and then dice them into smaller pieces. Now, if you have apples that get mushy quickly, then you do not need to cook the fruit before you put the crumble in the oven. As a lover of all things sweet, crumbles are my go-to dessert. If I'm craving something and I really want to make something quick, then it's a crumble. That is if I'm not in the mood to make an entire cake or make muffins, or if I don't want pancakes, then I will make a crumble. So our fruit is now ready, and we'll put that into a pan, add some cinnamon and also add some sugar. At this point, you can also add some lemon juice so that the apples and pears don't change their color and turn brown. Obviously doesn't change the taste of the crumble, but it doesn't really look that nice. After this, we cook our fruits. We will add a bit of water so that nothing burns. And then I ended up adding a bit more sugar because I realized that it wasn't that sweet. So this process will not take long. You just want the sugar to incorporate with the cinnamon and the fruits and then take them off. Some people don't cook their fruits because they know the fruits will cook while baking. I like to cook the fruit just a bit before I actually assemble the crumble. And then I also added a bit of lemon juice just for a nice contrast from the sweetness, plus a pinch of salt. A pinch of salt makes such a difference. I also added some vanilla essence in here for more flavor. So let that cook a bit and then take it off the stove and let it cool. So once all of that is done and we have let our fruits cool, we will put them in a glass baking dish and just ensure that they're covering the base of the glass dish. Because we don't want a soggy crumble, we're going to try as much as possible not to get too much liquid into the glass dish. And all we need to do is just get our mixture and then sprinkle that on top of the fruit. We are going to put it in the oven and then bake it until the color turns golden brown. And fresh out of the oven, we have a beautiful apple and pear crumble. Now, this did not last a day in my house. Super delicious with ice cream or custard, or you can eat it like that. And that's about it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please remember to comment, like, and subscribe, and happy eating!